Yep. Yeah. Okay.
That looks good.
I think we're good. So we're back, episode 3 of the pod.
Yeah, U.S. tour. Here we go.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna blow
We went to
right
Chick-fil-A.
through this one. Hold on. Before that, before that, off
Let's talk about Chick-fil-A.
before that. Speaking of
Get the
restaurants,
important shit.
we went to Kristen's favorite place in the world, Olive Garden.
Yeah, we did.
It
Let's
took us
go.
halfway through the tour to get to an Olive Garden, but we got there.
We did.
We all
did.
boycotted it.
Did we?
You did.
Well, because
You
Olive
guys
Garden is not good.
You guys all
It's
stuck your
not
fucking
great.
noses up at it.
Yes, and I still will. Even
Wow.
after going.
I was so happy.
I had an average meal.
Yeah. I mean, I never eat my meal when
It
I
was
go
great
there.
because I ate it 2 or 3 days later on the RV.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
I still never ate mine. I think you ate my
yeah.
spaghetti.
I just said that.
Yeah. I ate salad and breadsticks because that's what you do
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
go to
Good
Olive
salad.
Garden. Yeah.
It was good salad.
You know,
Right?
I came home and I made my own Olive Garden salad.
Damn. Like, I would never be able to
Recreated the
do that.
dressing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you look it up? How to?
Yeah.
Damn.
The
It's so
recipes?
good.
I can't even
Yeah.
cook hot dogs, so.
I noticed.
Yeah, we all seen that.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
I thought about that today.
You
I'm just like laughing at
you
myself.
burnt it on one side and then left it uncooked on the other side.
Just raw dog
I
on
mean,
the other
like,
side.
I knew it was going to be hot, so I was
It
just
was
like.
not hot. It was hot
Yeah.
on one side.
It was hot completely all the way through. It was cooked all the way through. So I was like, I don't need to cook the other side. It's already cooked all the way through. The damage is done.
All right. Stick to Olive
I
Garden.
didn't want to
all
burn
right?
the other side.
Yeah, you are no chef. No more cooking for you. Olive Garden free
Cut off.
breadsticks was the absolute highlight. Unlimited breadsticks.
And then we took some to go.
And then we
Yeah.
took a bunch to go. That was awesome. The actual meal food, very underwhelming.
Pretty
Yeah.
average.
And you just unlimited salad because you can never get enough salad. And
Love salad. Delicious.
I don't know. Still not a fan. I don't want to ever go back.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I
I'm
mean,
good.
Until we go to the
we didn't
States
pay
next
for it,
time.
so that's good.
Yeah.
We just ran
That's
out
true.
of there.
We just ran out of there.
Dined
that
out.
did not
Yeah, my
Done.
wallet's in the RV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
back.
just rip out of there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
So we got
all right,
we
so-
got out of Olive Garden up to Seattle. We went.
Mm-hmm.
Is that as far north as we got on this tour? It must have been.
It was
We were way
definitely
up there. We're-
norther than the. What was this? More south than Toronto? What did you?
I wish we had a pass with us so we knew what venues we were playing. I remember the Seattle
Yeah.
venue. Well, obviously, it was.
I do remember Seattle venue.
It was kind of downtown, but we had to park half an hour walk away.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's right. Because
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
got to the venue and nobody was allowed to park outside the venue,
Yeah, no parking at the venue.
Yeah.
and then we weren't allowed to be there at all. So
No.
we just
Well, there was no reason
Come
for us
back
to
at 2
really
or
be
3.
because
there
all of our
because
gears
all our
and-
gears is Glory Hammer. So, and it was just like a drop and go.
Yeah.
we just
Scenario.
left the RV. I guess they had 2 locations, that venue. We left it at the other location
Yeah.
and just walked.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we had so much walking around that day. We saw so many
Yeah.
things.
We
Just
saw
had
a
a
lot
good
of
time.
things.
Waterfront
Completely
was
forgot
nice.
about that. I was like, what are we talking
Saw the
about
baseball
right now?
stadium?
Yeah.
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 I always
Yeah.
like seeing a good ball.
Saw the
ball
guy
I
park.
throw
realized the baseball stadium and the football field were right next to each
right
other.
beside each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if they're both playing at the same time. Nightmare
Madness.
to get out of there.
We saw a guy throw a fish multiple
Yeah, the
times.
guy throwing the
Ah,
fish
the
around
guys
in the market,
throwing the fish at
the
each other.
public market.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah.
Corey? Did you see a guy throwing a fish
I
around?
didn't see any of that. No.
Because I
Right.
didn't see you
I
much
was
in
I didn't
Seattle.
see you at all
I
in
had
Seattle.
a-
Where were
Wait
you?
a second.
I had
Where
a
was
very
Corey in
busy
Seattle?
day. A lot of stuff going on with
With
the
the fan?
drums that we had
Yeah.
to set up, and I
We.
was there all day. You guys were off putting
Well,
around, and I was there.
I remember
all
you were there
day
when we were
long.
setting up the drums, but I don't
I
remember
was
seeing it before or
there.
after.
I was there way before you guys
yeah,
were
yeah.
there. We
Weird.
loaded in. It was. Yeah,
Corey
it was
had
a
some
fun
time
day.
to himself that day. I
We,
think.
yeah. Honestly, it was halfway point of the tour. I just didn't want to see you guys for a couple hours.
I get it. I get
it. Right.
Yeah. It was a fun day though. I had a good time. It was one of the smaller venues on the tour.
It
Though.
was a smaller venue.
It was
It
a
was sold
Right,
out.
the
First
deal.
sold out show.
No, it was sold out. It was a different vibe, on stage and in the crowd and everything like that than any other show on the tour. I
Well,
found.
I mean, the capacity was just as much as the other ones. It's just the venue itself felt smaller.
It was a tight venue, low ceiling.
Tight
Small
stage.
It was round stage.
Yeah, round
Yeah.
stage.
I do not remember.
How do you not
Come
remember?
on, the
Where
round
were you?
stage.
That's okay.
What was the green room like?
It was there was this one big weird room, and then we were
sharing with Elstorm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bobo was sick.
But on the walls there was
yeah,
pictures
yeah,
of
okay.
famous musicians on
Yeah.
the walls, I believe.
No, I remember. And then I found out Bobo was sick, and I was
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to avoid him the whole
Right,
night.
right.
Yeah.
And there
Okay.
are two,
Yeah, I remember now.
two bathrooms backstage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool
there
city.
Was,
I'd
wasn't
go back
there?
to Seattle.
Guys, we're never gonna get through the rest of this tour if we keep going like
Moving
this.
on.
So
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
on.
We're off to Portland.
This has to be talked about.
Okay. Well,
Portland.
actually, that was the day that well, after the show in Seattle, Glory Hammer drove us back to our RV, and we were in their terrible bandwagon. Now I understand why they hated it so much. Do you remember that?
Back, yeah, I
It was
remember.
like shaking, and I thought it was gonna fall apart on like that short 2-kilometer
Oh my god.
drive. Oh man, Poor
Driving in
guys.
Seattle is tough though. It's a lot of up
Yeah,
and
I didn't
downs
like the
and
driving in Seattle.
cobblestones. And, yeah.
Not with the RV. With my car, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
With the RV, kind of sucked.
RV
kind of
sucked.
sucked.
So Portland.
So yeah, we drove to Portland the next day. Beautiful city.
Let us know in the comments if there are any good parts of Portland because we didn't see them.
Yeah, the area in Portland we were in was a little
Well, we got to
underwhelming.
Portland.
Scary?
We got to Portland.
Scary.
It was good.
A little, not scary.
We had a delicious
sad.
Like breakfast
Breakfast.
when we got
We
there.
did.
That was
breakfast,
good.
Immaculate. We were like, oh, vibes are good here. And then
Then it wasn't.
it wasn't.
There's some characters in Portland.
We got
There's
Voodoo
some
Donuts.
people.
Voodoo Donuts was.
That's the reason why we
beautiful.
left the venue was to get Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah, to
and
be
we
honest,
were like,
we
all
weren't
right.
gonna go far from the venue,
No,
but
not after that.
that was
Nope.
that. Hold
we
on,
did go to Voodoo Donuts.
We
that
did.
was that stretch
the original
where we didn't
Voodoo.
shower for 3 days, right?
It
Yeah, we
was.
had not showered in 3 days leading up to Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fit right in.
Was there a
Portland.
shower in Portland?
There was
Yeah.
a shower in Portland, and
Yes, there was.
there was laundry.
Yeah.
had the immaculate
There was
yeah,
four
yeah.
showers in Portland.
Yeah.
Purple rooms?
The purple green rooms. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a really cool space.
That
Why
was
were they
Like
purple?
the
Do we know?
venue and everything was
'Cause,
super cool.
Blame
Prince?
Prince.
Because of Prince.
said
It
that
was
if he
Prince,
wants
yeah.
to play there, they have to paint the rooms purple.
That's-
Yeah.
And then they
That's
just
the
left
rumor.
it.
Yeah.
And they just left it like that. Yeah, the guy
I
came
was
in
a
and
fan.
told us.
Yeah, that guy could have told us anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool.
He was a
Didn't
great
ask.
little storyteller.
Interesting guy.
Yeah.
The only one that ventured off was Alex. He wanted to go find the Agalok statue. So then this one
Mm-hmm.
Agalok CD, there's a statue of an elk. So he ventured off through who knows where. He said it was nice where he was. But when he got to the elk statue, there was no elk statue.
Yeah. Did not
It
exist.
was,
What
yeah,
a
stole it.
waste.
Yeah, it was gone.
Yeah.
They said it was off being cleaned. I think someone stole that statue.
I remember that shower was so nice that day.
Yeah.
It was a nice shower.
I think I
remember it
showered
was a
twice
really
that
nice-
day.
Is that the one with the
Oh, you
big
double
bathroom
shower?
and then there was 2 showers? Like they were
4 showers.
4 showers.
Two.
I thought it
two
was 2,
showers, yes,
and they were
yes,
like
yes,
in
sorry.
these stalls,
Yeah,
and
little-
then the
yeah.
bathrooms were
Yeah.
in like these stalls.
I may have
too.
showered twice that day.
I
too.
showered as soon as we got
I
to
did.
Portland,
Yeah.
and then I showered again at the end of the night.
We did.
I'm like, I just needed it.
Yeah.
The only time I showered twice was the last day.
night. Yeah.
Because when we got there, I was like, I need a shower. I'm done. And then I had one at the end of the night after the set.
So I think Portland was amazing. It was an amazing crowd. Great venue.
Yeah.
Terrible city.
Great donuts.
Nobody go to Portland.
Sick venue.
That was a rough,
though.
Yeah.
I
rough
love-
city. We were in
yeah,
a rough
great
area of
show.
town. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
a good area of town in Portland.
There
Yeah.
was
Let us
zombies
know in the
everywhere.
comments.
It was a little sketchy.
I saw a lot of people missing limbs, and it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't tell the, was it Taskers?
Oh
story?
yeah, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, we
It was-
won't tell that, but
We'll say
some
that
of the
for,
some of the techs on the tour saw some stuff
Yeah.
that no human being
Wild
should
ride.
ever
Really.
see.
Yeah. We
glad
saw
I didn't
that.
see
We
that.
saw that lady
Just
on the
strip in the
corner
street.
just get naked and start dancing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just took her top and
show.
everything off and just started dancing in the middle of the
Did
street.
not want to see that show. It was-
I was like, okay. Well,
Portland.
welcome to Portland.
And then we got stuck in the parking lot.
we got stuck in the park.
So,
Yeah.
I,
So-
I decided to go out with Fedge, and we had a grand old time.
oh
you guys
yeah.
We just went down the street.
Just to
me and him
a-
went out.
A bar down the street.
It was good.
Yeah. Went to grab some apple juice.
I was
yeah.
stuck waiting for so long to get out of there, trying to stay awake. Like we were loaded up early that night too, but we could
We're like,
not
yeah, we're gonna-
physically get out
Stupid
past the
mosquitoes.
buses,
Yeah.
past the.
It was that stupid owner
that
that left his
the-
car in the way.
There, yeah, somebody left the car there. We
Was
were
that
stuck
the
there for
venue that
hours.
we needed to use that big elevator to get to the stage?
No.
No,
I'm gonna
we
say
already
no.
went over that in the
Oh,
last
okay.
episode.
No.
Oops.
That venue was.
I don't think it's happened
coming
yet.
up.
It's coming up, but we
Day
already
17
discussed
of
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So by the time we did get out of there, I was so tired. I think we only drove maybe a half hour that night.
We just wanted to get out of the stupid city.
Get me
Yeah.
out of Portland.
Yeah, it was.
Get me out of this parking lot. Shut her down.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Because
Oh,
Shut it down.
and then we're coming to
there's
the
a day
best.
off the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
We
Yes.
drove all the way
Day
to a
off.
place called Twin Falls. I don't know where Twin Falls is.
Idaho.
Never heard of it till
Idaho?
now.
Idaho.
Des
Yeah.
Moines?
Yeah. No, Idaho.
Idaho?
Yeah.
Idaho.
Dude,
yeah.
did you guys see
Not
that mosquito?
Iowa.
It
Was
just
it?
attacked me.
I'm not seeing anything.
just attacked-
It
I
just
don't- I don't
accosted
see
you.
anything.
It just accosted me.
I thought it was a
Kind of like
fly.
how Corey got accosted.
I am blind. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
Beautiful
have a
place.
big. They
Twin
have a
Falls,
big.
Idaho. That's
What do
great.
you call it? Like canyon?
Apparently,
We'll call that a
thing?
canyon. Yeah.
What
yeah.
do they? Would they call it a canyon?
They would call it a canyon.
I'd call it a canyon.
A canyon?
Massive.
It's a canyon. A
I think it's a
massive
canyon.
Beautiful bridge.
Yeah.
We
Over
saw,
top of the canyon.
We saw a couple people jump off the
Apparently,
bridge.
it's allowed in that state to just
Base
that.
jump.
It's one of the. I think it
Super
depends
cool.
on the bridge, but you can just jump off that bridge if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think you need a parachute. But
Well,
got video
yeah, if you want to
footage of it.
live. So
oh yeah. The water didn't look too deep down the bottom.
No.
definitely not. But
It was pretty cool,
I would
though.
have loved to go in the water. It was so hot that day too.
I would have loved to
Oh,
be
such
down
a
in the
long
water,
walk.
just
It
paddling
was,
around down
yeah.
there. There was like that golf course down there. I don't golf, but I wanted to golf in the canyon. It's like over
Naked,
to the
right?
left, naked golfing
Yeah.
in the
Naked
canyon.
golfing.
So
naked
you're doing
base
tour.
jumping onto the golf course. I don't know.
Be a lot of wind.
Yeah, that was a great day.
went to
I
And
set off to the waterfalls.
Yeah, we went
by
to the mall
myself.
with.
Oh, we went to the mall. What were we doing?
Went to the
We
mall.
were going. Can I say why we went to the
No.
mall?
Why did we go? I don't remember.
don't know why we went
I
to the
remember.
mall.
I know why we went to
I'm
the
gonna
mall.
say no.
No.
Can I?
Oh, do you know
can I
why?
say why we went to the mall?
No.
No.
Because
Yeah.
you don't even know why we went to the mall. You guys weren't with us.
Yeah, we went
Yeah,
to
we
get
went.
the-
You followed
we
us
went to,
in.
We went to get
I
the thing
know.
with Chris.
I know why we went to the mall.
Oh yeah, I know.
It was. Can I say why we went
Yeah,
to the
sure.
mall? So we went to the mall because we wanted to go to Spencer's so that Paul, the drum tech for Ailstorm, could get a dildo to switch it out for
A drumstick.
Pete's drumsticks while he was drumming. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, then they found the rain bucket.
Set it for the rain
The-
bucket.
The rain bucket.
the flower
Watering can.
Watering can, yeah.
That they put
Yeah.
wine
There's a
in.
mosquito in
Yes,
here. What the
Put
that-
it on Tasker's head.
That
and
was
then,
the day we got the watering
Yeah,
can.
that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Let me scroll down here. Because this is
Oh, no.
this is
They
oh,
would've
no,
had
it's
dinner.
gone.
What a mess.
Yeah, cut that.
Yeah, you
cut
guys
that.
all went off to the gastro pub because I drove off in the RV by myself to
Skeets.
the waterfalls. It was beautiful. I watched the sunset over the waterfalls all by
was
myself.
amazing.
It's romantic.
By yourself.
It was. I
That
really
was-
needed that. Much like Corey needed some time in Seattle, I had a great time by myself.
Yeah.
What did I do? I don't remember.
We went to get dinner with that lady at the canyon with Glory Hammer and Ailstorm. Well,
With that
whoever
lady?
came with us.
The lady.
Oh,
that-
and
and
it
it
took
was
forever.
That chick
Terrible
that took her 2
service.
hours to like serve us.
Yes, and we were
worst
so
service ever.
hungry. We were so
And then
hungry.
Ben's order was wrong, and
Yeah.
he had to take it back. And then it was dark. And by
Yeah.
the
Because
time
they were
we
closing
finished,
and then we
it
were
was
still
like-
eating because they took so long.
Why were they
What a
closing so
cool
early? I got
restaurant.
Like
back.
at 10 o'clock.
And they're like,
Dude,
no, you
we went
can't
there
order
at
anything.
like 6:30.
Yeah.
I would say 7.
Okay, whatever.
But like we
still.
waited
we were
like
freaking
hours for you guys to get food.
starving.
Anyways, next day was I scrolled down too far.
well, we
Salt
went to
Lake City.
Applebee's.
Next day was we were taking a million years on this.
Yeah, but we
to
went to
move on
We're
to the
skipping over the
exciting.
most important part of
We
what happened
are-
in Twin Falls.
Yeah, Applebee's.
are-
Nothing happened in Twin Falls.
We went to Applebee's.
We
Corey
partied.
fell in Twin Falls.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's how you
The
had
next-
that
scraped
big cut on your
myself up.
leg.
Yeah.
Next
Applebee's don't
morning, I
fuck me
saw
up,
your
bud.
yeah.
It was all the cacas.
There's the
man.
cacas, you know.
Well, we were doing well until Gaz showed up.
Dude,
As soon
Yes.
as Gaz and I think Mike and there might have been
And,
somebody else.
merch.
Frankie.
Kane?
No, Kane.
Kane. Oh, Kane.
Kane, the
of
merch
course,
guy.
Gaz
wasn't
was
Fedge
there.
with
Yeah.
you guys too?
Yeah, but he was
course.
already with us.
Fedge was
Oh,
already
okay.
with us.
Okay.
Paul.
But that's when things went blurry.
Ben. Once they showed up and Gaz just was like, "Caca," caca like every
Okay,
5
hang
minutes.
on.
It was like,
Do they know what a caca is?
It doesn't matter.
No,
they
but
don't need to know.
Are they
To know.
not
It's
allowed to know?
It's not part of their.
okay.
It's anyways. It means you're fucking done.
Yeah.
All right. At that point in the night,
You're
But
gonna
then
be
we partied on the bus.
blacked
yeah,
out.
we partied on the
I
bus. It
went.
was a good time.
I went to the swimming pool and the jacuzzi with Alex and Elliot, and I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep in the
In the
jacuzzi?
jacuzzi.
Nice.
Nice.
Classic,
I was trying to
classic.
sleep while all of this was
Classic right
happening.
there.
Yeah, me and Chris were trying to sleep while all this was happening.
Yeah.
There's
there
other
was-
things that happened,
there was a
but
lot of
we won't
chaos.
mention those.
There's just a lot of chaos happening that night.
That was my
That's
first.
probably one of
People
the funnest nights.
That was
coming
my
into
first Applebee's, and it was
An
it was
Applebee's
an adventure.
experience.
Yeah,
that was
Paul really showed me how to go to an Applebee's.
You take Applebee's to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
Right.
really. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good
that's
times.
not a PG story, so we can't tell you
Yeah,
guys.
no, but
But
I do like the story that I see
that,
on the screen there is that Victor wakes up in the morning and thinks he's at the venue the next
yeah.
show. I don't know which venue you thought you're at. You're
just so out
like,
of it.
Where are we? We're there? Like, no,
like, did we
haven't
leave
left
yet?
yet. Like, I don't know where you think we are.
wakes up out of
Like,
nowhere. Did we?
You're
we
just
leave
ready
yet?
to get up and start
Start my day.
your setup.
I
Like,
was ready.
no, man, we're in the RV.
Yeah, that's like the time where you woke up and you thought that Ailstorm was still playing. Meanwhile, we're like 3 hours down the
sleep
highway,
hard, man.
2 hours. Down the
Weird
highway,
dreams in the RV or
weird
something.
dreams.
Yeah, dude.
But Salt Lake City, Utah was a great place.
Salt Lake was sick. There was a
A lot
venue
of
dog.
Mormons.
The venue dog was
I
Oh,
don't
really
yeah.
remember the dog's name, but he's
His name
cute
was
as puppy.
Buddy, I think.
Buddy, the
I think it
venue
was
dog?
Buddy. I'm
Buddy?
pretty sure it was
We'll
Buddy.
call him Buddy because
Okay.
Buddy was the most well-behaved little thing. He
He
looked-
was so
what was he like?
sweet.
Almost like a corgi Jack Russell sized dog. I don't know
Yeah,
what he was.
Yeah.
a baby size. That's what.
Yeah,
he was.
and he was very well behaved. He just followed us around. Sometimes he'd ride the elevator by himself. Mm-hmm. He'd just show up on my floor where I was selling merch. Like, oh, there's Buddy. You know?
There he is. What a
That
guy.
was a weird venue. They didn't. They
That
didn't
was
let
the
us.
elevator one.
They didn't let us bring beers on the stage unless they were in red Solo cups.
It was that.
You know that was
That
a
was the
rule
venue? Are you
at
sure?
like a bunch of the venues,
Was it?
but we just never followed it. That like it said it at a whole
Really?
in a
Yeah.
whole bunch of the green rooms.
No,
it
you're
would
right.
say beers must be in drinks must be in solo cups on stage.
Yeah, and some of them wouldn't allow drinks on stage, but of course we didn't care about that either.
No, there was one show where they didn't allow any drinks on stage.
What show was that?
I don't remember,
but-
but it did happen.
So was it the rule you could only have beers in the venue that were like local beers or something?
Oh,
Or?
that
That
was the
was-
last show. We'll get,
that
we'll
was-
get, we'll
yeah.
get to that last
was
show.
yeah.
different.
We'll
Yeah.
get to that.
Stupid.
That guy. That guy felt.
Yeah, I was getting these two shows mixed up.
Were the scooters
where
that
are
day?
we?
I rode a scooter for like an hour and a half that day. I saw
Tight
lots of
security at the
things.
venue dog. Nice little coffee shop. I don't know what that's about. Yeah,
There was that one out
rode
behind the
scooters.
venue. It was like
That
a really
my
quiet
first
place.
scooter adventure.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Rode on the parking lot. Alex is in a shark onesie.
Yeah, in-ears were fucking
yeah.
messed
He was
that
mad
night.
We had the blankets.
because me and Corey fell asleep on top of the blankets, even though I'm pretty sure
There
his
was extra
blankets were
blankets.
beside your guys' bed.
We had one up
He was
where
all
we
mad
were,
at
an
us about
extra
that.
one. He could have just asked.
But instead, he just put on a shark onesie.
But he just
and
put on a shark
went to sleep.
onesie. But I mean,
Yeah.
it was so freaking hot in the RV that you don't need a.
No,
I think
I
it
don't
was-
know, man. There were nights where I literally slept like long
Yeah,
pants, socks,
You
two
do that
sweaters.
in
Like,
40-degree weather.
yeah, that's
So
true.
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at
Flies.
that.
The cowboy hat, eh?
With a bun. It doesn't really work very well. Anyways.
No. So,
it's a start.
onwards to Denver.
Denver was dope.
Long drive. We were up at 5 a.m. We drove a long ways to get to that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
This is where things really, really start getting blurry.
They get blurry and the drives get
Really?
boring.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, they're just long drives.
yeah, these drives are just.
I do. Yeah. Okay. I remember. I did a lot of that drive.
You did a lot of the driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back half. That's why we stopped at Waffle House.
Waffle House number 2.
Yeah.
And once again, Waffle House was freezing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Freezing
cold in there.
cold. Yeah.
But we were prepared.
All
Hoodies
brought our
on.
hoodies.
That's
Yeah.
where after Waffle House we switched and I was driving, because that's when we stopped at the gas station and we seen the guy with the gun. I'm pretty sure, the gun and like the clips.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was after that.
Is that when
Yeah.
we tried to empty the tank?
That's when we emptied the tank.
I don't
like
remember that.
where we weren't supposed to empty the tank?
No, that's where we
No.
emptied it where we were supposed to.
For
empty
once,
it.
we
Yeah.
emptied it in the
Yeah,
we
right
got to
spot,
figure it
not
out.
in the middle of a
We're
parking lot.
professionals
Yeah.
now.
I saw
Was that when we stopped and like then I talked to the
Yeah, so
the
they give
gas
you the
station
key.
guy and we became best friends and then he helped us out with emptying the tank.
No, that was like that
No.
was like 10 days prior.
Post I think because
That
that's
was-
when
that-
we finally got the water situation figured out.
The water situation. Yeah, but this was like we've already passed that.
Oh, I don't remember that.
That was like the day off,
why didn't you
the day
write
off
that down?
before.
Maybe I wasn't there at that time.
we were definitely there. Anyways.
Physically, I was there.
This guy was a super nice guy, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are banned," and
You
I
guys
said,
I remember
Right.
overhearing all this happening. Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, let's just move on
because
with
I
our lives.
had my
Yeah.
that's right when I got my banana shirt.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah. He loved that banana shirt.
Yeah,
Is
That
this
was
when
the
we met
hotel
up
day
with like
off.
another band on
that
tour?
was later on the tour.
no, it was before Twin Falls.
It was
the
before,
the
the
day off
day-
before Twin Falls, whatever that was. Before Seattle.
Man.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways,
So confused. So many
moving
things.
onward.
What's going on? It's been a while since we came back, so things are getting a little
It's getting a little
confusing.
blurry.
Yeah, a little blurry.
At least we can look back in 20 years and then look
That's
at
right,
this
that's right.
podcast and then remember it.
This was also a sold out show.
Denver was sold out. It was,
Denver was sold out.
Denver is a nice little place. It was quiet. It was clean. Had the cool green rooms were like behind the venue in a separate building.
We had Pad Thai.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I had Taco Bell.
We had pad thai from
Yeah.
where?
We
We
did.
walked down the street and got Pad Thai. Wow, you don't remember
Yes, that
anything?
is it.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
It was
When in
across
Denver,
the
he
street.
had Pad Thai.
And then
Across
you
the street
guys,
and then walked a little bit, but then
you guys both left, and I had to wait there.
well, Krista left, and then it was just me and you. And after a while, I'm like, I gotta go set up.
Yeah, I had to
Like,
warm up and stuff.
You're gonna have to wait for the food. So yeah,
Yeah.
So a few times I've seen and recall now how bad some of those drives smell. The smell of cow shit in the western U.S. was disgusting.
it was just like farms,
It was-
like
yeah.
cow
It's
farms.
so strong
It
and
was like cow
nauseating
farms. That's why.
for hours and hours and hours.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
spreading manure. And honestly, it's that specific time of year when they're spreading manure on all the crops. So, like, you're not going to smell that in August because
I hope
that's
not.
way past the time. I grew up around the farm fields. I know it.
It's
So
horrendous.
It's just that time of year. And
cow
when it's
time.
farm
Oh,
fields,
Denver.
like, that's it. So,
Denver's when we sold our last moose.
Is this a flyer or mosquito?
Last moose.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. It's
I know.
attacking us though. It's accosting us.
Yeah, so back to the Hobby Lobby, we had bought this amazing metal moose sign. And we had all signed it up, and then we sold it to one of our number one fans. He was
Yeah.
excited to buy that from the merch table. So
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
That's
for all
like,
the unique merch items, that was one
that
of them.
was
Yeah.
that's a collectible.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I hope that's hanging on his wall right now because
I hope
Hell
all
yeah.
the drum skins that we sold are hanging on.
I hope
someone's wall.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we sold a lot of signed drum skins.
Drawing
a
them
lot of
every night and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny. I never saw any money for those, even though I paid. I think
sometimes.
you guys owe me a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
so I can
yeah.
pay for
Take-
skins
take-
for the next tour.
Take it up with our accountant.
Okay. Yeah. Our accountant? Okay.
So Denver was awesome.
Big fire on the highway.
That was at nighttime. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah.
We're like, what is going on up
I'm
there?
like-
It was like this
it-
huge ball of fire
I
in the
think it was me
distance.
driving. Corey was passenger. He's like, "What's going
Yeah.
on?" Like we saw fire in the distance and stuff.
Well, no, we just saw a red glow.
And
It
we
was
thought it was
just
aliens.
a glow, and then we
Yeah, I
just
did think it
kept
was aliens
driving,
for a
and then
little
the
while.
glow would pop up on the opposite side of the highway, and then we were driving because it would go,
We're so
and then
tired
it
by
would
this
disappear.
point.
We were
And
so tired.
It felt like we were driving relatively straight.
We were driving
and
straight.
flat, but it would go. You'd see it, and then it would go away, and then come up over here, and then go away. And we're like, "What is happening?" So I start filming it. Insert footage here.
Yeah, it was because we saw the
And then-
thing. You know.
Yeah,
Strange
we just
things
saw the
happen after you
thing.
saw the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Strange.
it turned out it was just
A factory.
It was just a fire. I
factory
don't know.
burning.
It was nothing.
a bunch of garbage probably or something, and they would like light up really bright and then it would die down. So
It was.
that's why it was
very
coming
uneventful.
on and disappearing.
But then we went to Des Moines, Iowa.
Des
Day
Moines,
off.
Iowa sounds like a boring place, but what did we do there? Anything?
I'll tell you what we didn't do, and the only thing to do in
Oh,
Des
here we go
Moines,
again.
we did not go to Zombie Burger.
Never heard of it.
Sounds made up.
You are uncultured. You need to go to zombie. Next time, we're going to Zombie Burger.
But we
It's
went to this
happening.
amazing game place.
Yeah, I
Yes,
forget what the game
that
place
was
was
super
called. That was
fun.
super fun.
Yeah.
Krista kicked my ass in Connect 4 far too many times. So
Yeah, I kicked everybody's ass in Connect
no, we haven't got
4.
there yet.
I lost at everything that I
I played
did.
ping pong with Bobo.
You did?
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, Alex and Christopher Bose played. They had a 2-man foosball. There was supposed to be 4-man.
4-man.
Foosball,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they played it as 2 people. So they're just running back and forth. And then it got
sounds
to like
accurate.
they got halfway through the game, and both of them were like, "Yeah, we're done here. I'm exhausted." Like it was just so much.
Yeah, what a great place,
Yeah.
though.
It was
Just
super
free
fun.
games
Yeah.
while you drank.
Yeah, they had squash or whatever. And,
Is
They
what
had
call it?
tennis.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like full
Cornhole.
blown tennis courts.
yeah.
Yeah. It was great. It
was
good.
fun.
It was super fun. Super fun. Like
It's just
casual
sort of
thing to do.
Casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Chilled on
Have
the,
drinks. There was
on the Elstrom bus after and had a few beverages.
beverages. Yeah. That's when we emptied out the tank in the parking lot.
No, that was
No, it was way
it's the same
before
night as
that.
the guy with that like the gas attendant guy.
It happened a while back, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like in the actual parking lot when it was like, yeah, because it was the last day. It was Des Moines, 150%.
It was the day we did the when we went to the gas station attendant. The day we had the
Riveting
fucking
content.
the salad thing at Olive Garden. That was that day. The day that you bought the banana shirt, we went to Olive Garden. We filled up the RV with water and we emptied the tank in the thing.
In the hotel parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
My mistake. That was a mistake.
That wasn't intended. We made a real mess. Real mess.
I'm choosing not to believe you.
That's literally it.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
It's getting
We
a
had
little
dinner
blurry.
at Applebee's. Oh, right. Okay, I remember
That's
this
the day when
parking
I
lot. You're
tripped on
100%
Ailstorm's
right.
bus.
That's
Because
the
I
day.
thought there was a step there and there wasn't a step and I fell into when I spilled beer all over
Okay.
myself and I wasn't even drunk.
We went to Applebee's that night for dinner.
Like a family dinner.
Yeah. And it was
Yeah.
subpar, but it was
Very
Applebee's. What do you
subpar. So
expect?
salty.
You go to Applebee's to go to the bar to get shit faced. That's why you go to Applebee's.
Yeah, we made a
not
mistake.
for dinner. We made it. Whatever. It was fine. We had a good time.
Yeah,
it was
it was-
great.
it was good, it was good, it
And
was good.
then fast forward after all the games, after everything. Fedge and Paul went out to the bar.
Oh, the swamp night?
They went to Applebee's that night, didn't they?
They
'Cause
went to
had
Applebee's. I was standing outside having a dart outside the game place, and then they come out and they're like, "Hey, which way is Applebee's?" And I was just like, "That way." And then they're like, "Ah." And then they just like
Off they
started
went.
stumbling. Yeah, they found it, and yeah, and it was like 2 a.m. and they come stumbling back to the bus. And Fedge had fallen in a swamp or something. So they kicked him up to the hotel to shower. It was the
Swamp
cleanest
night.
come
It's
up.
disgusting.
Fun times, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the day off.
That was a day off.
Yeah. Day offs are always pretty eventful. Like it's
I mean, I
always
find
fun
like a
time.
day off generally was just like a lot of driving. When you finally stop, you just get to chill.
Yeah.
Everything comes down a notch,
Yeah.
and then it seems to come up a notch.
Then it ramps up real quick.
Minneapolis. I don't remember
Minneapolis.
much Minneapolis.
Dude, we walked around.
Minneapolis.
Where did we go? We did
Prince
something
Mural.
together, and then it was like, oh, we
Yeah,
want donuts.
The three of us went to the bridge. Like, let's go over
Yeah,
there.
Dude,
we
that's,
just went.
that's way after that though. That was after sound check.
This is when we had the bagels for dinner or for breakfast.
Right, we went and got bagels, and then we wanted
What
to
a
go
long day. Oh
to
my
that
God.
That was a long
donut shop.
day. Yeah,
and I was
amazing
like, I don't want to
donuts.
walk outside because it's so hot. So I just started taking the tube things.
It seems like in
That were in
Minneapolis
between the
there
streets?
is tunnels and bridges. You can go from building to building to building. In the whole city.
Yeah.
The whole city is connected
To
somehow.
move around the whole city without going outdoors.
It's
Yeah,
so
it was
fucking
cool.
weird.
So I
Yeah.
got like almost lost, but not really. But I didn't make it to the donut shop, and then you called me and you're like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm around the corner," but like, well, come get donuts. I'm like, okay. So then
Good
I
donuts.
found you guys, but I had to walk outside, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I feel like I had an exciting time at the merch table that night. The other guys had really run out of merch by this point.
Yeah, they did.
So they were partaking in more drinks than they
Hailstorm
ever
had
would.
zero merch left. I remember.
Yeah. So once
Minneapolis, was that the venue that was up 3 flights?
up 3,
Yeah.
it was a movie theater, an old movie theater.
They had 5 different venues.
This is the one
Stages.
where
Super sick
you had to
place.
dry
I
off
liked
the goblin costume. You had the big fan on the goblin costume.
Oh,
Because
Why is it so
somebody
he
not
balled it up after the
pointing-
previous show.
Not pointing fingers. Somebody like where Tasker put the goblin costume, somebody left a bucket of ice next to it, and then like
Oh,
the
no.
condensation and water from that just like went right onto the goblin costume.
Nice.
So it
Yeah.
was soaked.
They had like an industrial sized fan just like drying this thing.
It didn't work
That's funny.
at all. It was so disgusting and wet that night.
Sounds funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that big wrestler dude was at this show.
Uh-huh.
Friends
What
with
was
the
his name?
Ailstorm
What was
guys.
his
I
name?
don't know his name.
He's
I don't
in
know.
a Monomarth music video.
Big
He's a massive
bearded,
man.
Redded Frank or something.
And he gave the
something.
Ailstorm merch guy Kane this huge chop
red?
on the chest. And I thought it was just going to knock him, 10 feet. He hit him hard. But Kane was also wasted, so I don't think he felt it.
And
And the lady fell on the table.
Oh,
yeah.
She
The
was
lady
sitting there
fell,
for a
like,
while on the
through the
Ailstorm
table.
table, and then the legs just went, and she just slid down amongst all the beer. I thought she was
dude,
going
it was
to
a
be really
mess.
injured down there. But
Yeah.
she was
I
all
don't
right. A little
remember
embarrassed,
seeing
I think. But
yeah.
We had pizza that night.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yes. I remember now.
it's a little chaotic.
Yes, she was sitting on the corner of the table and it just like collapsed. And
Yeah.
like we got beer all over
Beer,
everything.
Yeah.
I was like,
But yeah, and then we all just went and found that pizza place around the corner.
Sketchy area.
sketchy area.
Sketchy
You
area.
guys were both
Good pizza place.
drunk. And
Nah,
you're
I
like,
don't think so.
I'm being
I-
We
obnoxious.
may
I
have
don't know
been a
what
little
you're talking about.
overserved.
And I was like,
I
let's
definitely
keep
was
walking,
not.
please. There's people just walking with guns out here, like casually down the back of their pants and like just being scary. And you guys are like, "Ah," and I'm like, let's go to the RV, please. That was the place, and it had the big Prince
Mural.
mural,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Interesting place.
Yeah.
I had a really
It was
good
an
Greek
interesting
salad
place.
that night, though.
Okay.
It was really good.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Oh, the guy that was like running the show and everything like that. I remember me and you were at that side bar, and he came up and bought us like 2 rounds,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "Yeah, just give them to him.
Just take them.
After she had already
overserved
closed
us.
out. She had already closed out and everything. It's just like, give these guys 2 more. Yeah.
He
Oh,
overserved
yes.
us.
Really?
It was not our fault. We couldn't have
Immaculate
said
There
that.
was
Wow.
like so many
Minneapolis,
different
Italian.
bars at that venue. There was
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 bars set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
She's
wild.
a very nice bartender too. I chatted with her for a little bit.
Oh,
I was so
the-
sick
at
of
the
talking
bar
to you
over there
guys,
where
and I was just like, I want to
nobody
talk to
was?
somebody
She
else.
just worked
Nobody
in the
was there.
bar?
She was just sitting there, and she's super nice girl. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I like chatting with bartenders. You know,
Yeah.
they're nice people. They literally like have to be like nice to you most of the time, or at least like talk
don't
to
have
you.
They're getting
So-
paid to be nice to you.
They don't
And
have to be
listen to
nice
you?
to you.
I like they don't. Nobody has to do anything, but most of the time they're in the service industry. Most of the time they know how to talk to a human being.
Yeah.
So it was nice talking to somebody outside of our crew that have been the same people I've been with for the
Yeah,
last
we've
3
been with us
weeks.
for a while now.
Yeah.
So.
Chicago.
Oh, shit.
That was probably
This is
one of the
where it
funnest.
gets real.
One of the funnest shows.
Yes.
One of the funnest nights of the
For
tour.
you guys,
This is the first time that I had broken my sobriety on the tour,
Yeah, that's right.
and it got wild. Not as
Correct.
wild as the last night, but we'll get to that.
We will. Hopefully in the next hour or so.
Yeah.
No, we're getting to that tonight.
The balcony
Yeah.
was good.
I really
feel like
liked the balconies of that venue.
I
was
just like the
sick.
venue in general.
Venue
It was
was really
amazing.
We're talking about
Love
Chicago
it.
still?
the Vic.
Yeah, with the
that was the Vic.
amazing green rooms. Just
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
Yeah, everything was really
Shower, rain shower. That shower was awesome.
Rain shower.
Rain
With
shower
like
was great.
eucalyptus hanging in there.
Highlight of that entire day, though, we got everything out, packed up in the trailer, and then back in the venue before Ailstorm started.
I hear the story so many times,
Dude,
and
it
it, seems
was
like
like-
nobody's ever impressed.
No. Well, because
Because nobody sees it happen. It's
did
just,
that
it's just
every
happening.
single night.
I know you did.
You know, and you know, it was just amazing because most of the time it wasn't that quick, but we had a great crew at the venue helping us out, load out across the street, and we did it, and it was awesome. I was super proud of us.
Yeah.
Well done.
I cannot believe how quickly we packed up merch that night for how obliterated we were. Because, our friends Kirby and Becca came out to see the show.
Yeah, they drove all the way from here. It was amazing.
Yeah, and they brought us a bottle of Crown Royal with
Lutharo 2023, I think. It's on it.
Custom
or like-
label.
We have it. It's at home, right?
like the tour date
at
on
home?
it. Yeah, it's at home. We got it.
It's at home.
It's chilling.
Yeah, it's at home. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool
Yeah,
it's
little
at home.
memory.
Surprising.
I think it's
But
at
yeah,
home.
so basically the night started off like we played, and then immediately after started doing shots of Crown.
Oh, that's the night that we bought 2 cases of beer for the green room. We
Yeah.
bought one, and then we went through that because there's so many of us drinking.
Yeah.
Went through that so quick, and then I had to go buy another case of beer from the store.
Had to.
I just,
Yeah.
I had to.
I remember not feeling so great that day until after the set when you guys forced Crown on me.
First
And,
Crown on everyone. I went into Ailstorm's dressing room too, and I was like, "All right, we're taking shots, everybody.
Yeah,
This is my night
know
to drink.
why.
We're doing this."
yeah.
We had a day off the next day,
Yeah.
and we ended up going to that bar later that night with all the games and stuff at it. So much fun.
That was
I
great.
kicked everybody's butt in the axe
The axe
throwing.
throwing. Yeah, you're very serious about the axe throwing.
I was
And-
very serious about pool.
That was the Jenga night
you're
too.
very
I
serious in this
ascended
game
into
place.
Jenga Valhalla,
And
as Ben
it
would
wasn't
say.
until like the close to the end of the night, all of a sudden I turn and my friend Lisa is just standing there, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's right, you live in Chicago. What's going on?" And then we hung out and caught up for like a while when we were at the bar. That was awesome. It's so good, like just like random. Most of the time, people will message you and be like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And then she just showed up. I was like, "Oh, sick."
Like, what up?
That was awesome. Haven't seen her since I think Crimson was in fucking Chicago
20 years ago?
7 years ago,
27 years ago?
No.
Holy crap, dude.
8 years ago. Sorry, it was.
That
2015.
night was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played games for a while.
It's a great night.
Yeah.
Super
I
fun.
botched the. Everybody was doing the punching bag game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I got the lowest score out of anyone.
That's good. You
the
gotta
first
protect
time
those
I
hands,
got roasted,
man.
and literally everybody standing around in a circle, like,
Yeah.
Corey. And then I just like I've never punched anything in my life, which I haven't. So.
Yeah. I punched it the first time and I kind of like slipped on it. So then they gave me another try and then I did it.
I didn't
well.
get another try.
They gave me another try.
I just went to the bar and
yeah.
ordered 2 more drinks.
Yeah. They gave me another try and I was like, all right.
It's getting hot.
This time.
It's getting hot in here.
It's
Yeah.
getting sticky. Don't worry.
I'm like,
we
my back
are,
is like.
we're about halfway there. So
Yeah, well, let's just.
The
keep
next day
trucking
was
along.
so boring because we drove all the way to where?
Erie,
PA. We stopped for a bit.
We had Cracker Barrel, very underwhelming food.
I wasn't
I had
stoked.
a great Cracker Barrel meal.
Mm.
And then there's nothing else to do in that town, so we
yeah,
kept
so
on
we
going.
just- we're
You
just
guys
like-
went another 4 hours.
Who drove after?
You two took the after Cracker Barrel drive. Quite sure.
The month,
I-
yeah, probably.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
We were
matter.
just
We took
like-
it, but
We
we
were
just kept going. Like,
fuck
forget it.
Let's
Like,
just keep driving.
we could just sit around here and tailgate at the Cracker
It was like
Barrel again. But
last day off of the tour, and nobody wanted to do anything. Everyone was tired. So
Yeah.
we're like, let's just fucking go.
moving on
Especially
to
after Chicago.
hungover
and-
from the night
And we had
before.
And
such a
Minneapolis,
we had a 12-hour
like-
drive to do. So we're like, let's
Yeah.
just do as much as we can now, so we don't have to do as much the next day.
Those
Yeah,
12-hour
yeah.
drives are hard.
They're
Fuck
brutal.
that.
Yeah.
So
And then
off to the Palladium, right?
Massachusetts.
oh my god,
Massachusetts.
one of my favorite places.
What a cool place.
It
Yeah.
was so awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
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 Help me remember.
The crowd was wild that night.
They
crowd was
had
nuts.
the
They were-
most immaculate vegan place.
Yeah, the
Like-
vegan
Oh
lunch spot.
yeah, that
It
like
was so good, like right across the parking lot.
yeah, it was like what's it called? Like a family-owned kind of thing. Like it wasn't like a chain or
No,
anything.
no.
Oh,
Like,
no. It was
Like a husband
called
and wife.
Not Your Mama's Vegan
Yeah.
Place or
Nice.
something. Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was just way too much food for me before
was so good.
I went on stage. I was like, oh no.
I had a
this is
full
too
thing,
much.
like a full, I think I got the chicken bacon
Mm-hmm.
ranch sandwich with fries. And then after sound check, I went back and got another full meal for after the
It
set.
was really good.
Because
Just
I was
a
like,
lot
I gotta
of food.
try more of this.
Yeah.
They make everything in
I don't
house.
remember the venue.
So
It was
I don't
really
know how you
good.
don't remember this venue. I clearly remember this
Palladium.
venue. That's when we had
Yeah.
the best merch area. We had that whole counter to ourselves on the left side of the venue.
Hold on.
All of us could fit back there.
The counter.
The left side. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And your brother came
Stage
out
right.
brother
that.
came to that
Your
show.
brother
You know,
came
I
out to
was-
that show.
I was
yeah.
planning with him for a while.
Yeah.
I knew you were planning. Yeah.
How did you know?
Because you told me this.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew the whole time. I'm like, wow, that was underwhelming. No, that's good. Yeah.
No, that was cool. It's always nice.
He was like messaging me and stuff. He's like, oh.
He
And,
was so worried that I would see him, and that was like the one day I kept going out to like videotape the venue,
Yeah, the crowd
videotape
and
the
stuff.
lineup, because the lineup went around the block and,
Yeah.
and around some more.
It was wild.
And I was like, what are you doing? And
Yeah,
like, go back inside.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that night, our second song in, and people were already crowd surfing.
Yeah, they're just
It
spilling
was
over the barricade.
wild.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
crazy.
amazing.
When does this happen for an opening band? We were
Right?
Was it sold out that night too?
I don't think it was
I don't know,
sold
that's a
out.
very
That was
big venue?
it's a
No,
big
it wasn't
venue.
sold out. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
not
right.
sold out, but it was
Chicago
like the
sold out,
big
by the way. By the way, Chicago sold out.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Chicago
That
was
was
sold out. Yeah,
this one and the last one were the biggest venues on the tour.
yeah,
yeah.
Legendary
There
venues.
was over 1,800 people, I think, on these venues. It was
Wow.
amazing. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was awesome.
I love these venues that are like built to be venues. Like they are music venues. They're not old movie theaters or opera houses or bars, whatever. You know what I mean? Like people built these
To sound good.
and to have good sidelines or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
like
It was probably built like for like orchestra concerts,
right.
Originally, not metal shows, but
It sounded incredible. I
It sounded
remember
sick.
Paul was playing like the drums in there, like doing their
Oh,
sound
yeah,
check.
it
They were
sounds
playing
so
Metallica,
good.
and
Yeah.
it sounded so big. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
yeah, man,
This
It
is
was
a
dope.
venue. Like, this is big.
After that amazing show, I took the first drive because I'm like, I think I can do the whole drive to New York. And then I started driving, and after like an hour and a half, I was like, I'm
couldn't do
so
it, eh?
tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally cannot drive anymore.
Oh, yeah, because we're just going overnight.
Yeah, we're
Right,
like, it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
close. It was like 2.5 hours or something like that. And I'm
Couple
like,
hours, yeah. Big
I was
deal.
like, I don't think I can do it anymore. Like I was like starting to fall asleep. I'm like, no, I gotta pull over. And
Yeah.
then you were so tired too.
I was so tired.
And but I'm.
But-
I think Corey was drinking, so he couldn't drive that night. So it was just between me and you.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I
You
think
were
I
there?
hit an energy drink, and
we took
Corey
turns.
was keeping
Who
me
can
awake.
drive at night and who can't drive at
I
night.
am an amazing shotgun when
I will give you
if I've been
credit
drinking
for helping keep me awake on that drive.
yeah. That
Because you just
I'm
put on
really
like
good.
early
no, I
2000s
think
I
music
get-
and just
I
sing.
think every time I was driving, Corey would just play Darkest Hour because he knows how much I love Darkest Hour, and he would just have it fucking cranked. I was like, dude, we've listened to this album like 3 times, but
I love it still.
it is so good.
Or
Like,
Britney
Yeah.
Spears and Spice
yeah.
Yeah,
Girls.
but me and Chris have like old
we
school
connect on like this
bands.
old school metalcore thing.
Yeah, and like punk rock and everything too, like old punk.
So
and
yeah, so
stuff.
the
It
show
good.
was in New York, but we could only drive as far as New Jersey because we can't get into Manhattan with the RV. We don't have insurance to go on the island, so we had to.
And it's a big vehicle. And it's a whole ordeal to get.
It's
It
a whole
was
fucking
the-
thing. I don't want to drive in Manhattan in an
No,
RV.
I'm glad we didn't. But then, like, Fedge was like, once you guys like go to this place in New Jersey, that's the place to be.
The
pretty
place
much.
to be behind this Walmart.
Behind this Walmart.
There's this parking lot.
That
There's
was a
trucks.
shit show.
It's great. Go there, and then that's where things happen. Okay, cool. We'll go there, and then we switched before we got into New Jersey.
Did we?
that New
like, Swiss
Jersey.
driving.
Well, yeah, that New Jersey drive was hell.
That's when you
Like-
took over right before we got into hell.
I took
Yeah.
over when it got shitty. Yeah, yeah.
That was your bad drive of the. tour.
That was the hardest drive because it was like small roads to get into Jersey,
And
and there was a lot of like low bridges.
and
we
there's
were in a very
potholes everywhere.
tall
The back was just like
RV.
this. The whole
potholes.
The roads are absolute shit. Like
We're
it's
literally
so windy.
Just
and,
like airborne.
The whole drive.
And you know when you're tired,
Trying
you're
to
just
sleep.
driving. Like you don't want to be
Yeah.
like taking your like just fucking go. Let's get this over with.
And
Yeah.
then I was so I was in the very back, and I was bouncing around so much that I literally had to take blankets and wrap myself in blankets because I was flying around, hitting the walls and the
Yeah.
ceiling and everything.
Right, because it
Yep.
wouldn't have been an idea to like sit in the seat,
Sit
put
with a
seat
seatbelt.
belt on. No,
Oh, we're too
let's
tired.
all
We wanted to
fly
sleep.
around.
Well, Alex is sleeping.
I was up on the top and I
He was
was
nice and
like
comfy.
It was
airborne a
comfy.
few
Yeah,
times.
that was a
Best
rough
spot
ride.
of the RV.
I woke up just like, woo!
So the parking situation was
A few
terrible. We couldn't
times,
find
yeah.
anywhere.
no,
Yeah,
Eventually we did.
we're
Well,
panicking
I don't even
quite
know
a
where we
bit.
slept.
Do you want to talk about the bridge?
Bridge.
Yeah, I mean there was a bridge. So when you approach these bridges, it will say a height clearance of like whatever 11'6" or something. Like these are small old bridges coming into Jersey. Mm-hmm. The RV is like 12 feet tall,
yeah.
right? So
Height clearance at 12 feet.
I took my chances.
Yeah, both
Because
of
I
us
figured
saw
the
it,
only
it's
thing
like-
that was going to be up there is the air conditioning unit. Worst case.
Yeah.
You know?
and we're flying. There's nowhere to stop or
It was
fall
too
over.
late, right?
Yeah, it was too late. It's
Way
like the
too
sign
late.
is like at the
Way too
bridge.
late.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
here?
it said 11:8.
Yeah. It was
And I
like,
was like, and it was fine.
we got through it.
yeah. So
No
whatever.
problems.
Yeah, because when we returned the RV, the guy went on and was looking on the roof to make sure it's not scratched, and he didn't see anything, so that nothing happened there.
Yeah,
We're
no,
good.
nothing. We would have known if
Nothing
something
happened.
happened. I was
Oh,
moving
yeah.
fast enough. We would have known.
Yeah. No, that was fine.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, we found a parking lot to sleep in. All of that worked out. Like everything that we could have gone wrong didn't.
Your friend helped us out.
Well,
Yeah, my buddy
let's
Matt.
talk about how shitty that Walmart was. That it smelled so bad.
Did it?
When we pulled in, and we're just like, you guys are looking. We're like, where the fuck can we park? Where the fuck can we park? And then by that point, I was like awake, and then we end up finding the spot beside this other tour bus.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
We did sleep there.
We did sleep there,
Yeah,
but
but then we moved
we
the
had to-
RV in
we-
the morning. There
but
was
we
no
also
way
had
we
to
could
move
leave
the
it
RV
there.
at night to where all the trucks were because we weren't sure if we're allowed to
Yes.
park there and
Yeah.
stuff.
What
Yeah.
a situation.
But in the
It-
morning,
it
we're
was a
like,
mess.
we're definitely not going to be able to leave the RV here for 12 hours.
No.
No,
It'll get towed by the time we come back. It was more into 14
or
hours.
just get like an insane ticket or something.
Well, that's it. We didn't know how late we were going to be because we still have to get back from the city into Jersey somehow. We didn't have a plan.
No,
So we
We had a
No
loose plan, but
we parked in this like park and fly parking lot kind of
something
thing.
like that. Yeah, it was a parking lot.
And
It said
then
no
near the train
RVs,
station.
but
It said-
whatever.
Yeah, after I paid for the parking, I saw a sign small said no RVs, and I'm
Yeah,
like, well,
take our chances.
I'm taking my chance
parking
now.
lot was empty.
Yeah.
There was 2 cars in the
Empty.
parking lot.
There was nobody there. It
Or you
was
can fit
fine.
500 cars
Yeah.
there. It was
So all that worked out. My buddy Matt, shout out to Matt.
Shout out to
from
Matt saving
Shadow
the day
Strike.
that next morning. Shadow Strike.
Shadow Strike,
Killer band.
Yeah, they actually just
Matt,
announced they're
Biz-
releasing
Bizarro
a new
Corey?
album soon.
No way.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Bizarro Corey.
well, he has a beard and long hair. He, you know,
He
looks
looks
like you.
more like a Viking.
Looks
like you.
Yeah, you had a similar vibe, a similar look.
we got yeah, he's my twin cousin. But yeah, he gave us a lift down to the venue. It was sick. Super nice dude.
Yeah, what
That was
a
awesome.
huge help that was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huge.
It was a little squishy in the car, but
We're
you
kind of
know.
used to that at one
one
point.
single second.
Oh,
Never said
plug.
it.
And
I
we're
see what you're
back.
saying.
We are back.
Just gonna
We're
like
never left. We're keeping all of it in. But
We're back. We're back.
thank you for
We're
fixing
cutting this
that.
out. We're cutting this out.
We're
We're losing people.
That's my behavior right there. That's something I would do.
we're back.
All right, so
Silliness.
New York City. Everyone knows New York City. You know what's
So
there.
bright in here.
Is
We
it?
took a nice long
Oh,
walk down to
shit.
Times
Don't
Square
take
to
the
do
glasses
the
off.
touristy thing. It was always cool
New York
to
was
see.
great.
Great place.
I love it.
New
I've been a
York
couple
is
City.
times.
Everywhere you went, there's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
something
Went to the
going on.
Do you
M&M
got-
store.
The
Yeah,
M&M
M&M
store.
store.
That was
Almost
the highlight
got
of my
caught in
day.
the elevator.
Didn't buy
Almost got-
anything.
The elevator like stopped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we thought like,
We're like, we gotta call Veg. Hey, Veg, we're stuck in the elevator at the M&M store.
got
but yeah.
donuts that day too.
I think by that point I remember feeling like shit. I'm pretty sure that's when I got sick.
Really?
Maybe. We
By-
all were super dizzy that
by
day.
that point, I felt like garbage. I think that was day one of me feeling like garbage.
The beginning
And
of the
I'm
Possible,
cough.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
That's
I
still
got
happening.
sick, and I was sick until like maybe 3 days into the Europe tour,
Yeah.
and I still have this cough from like
Mm-hmm.
a month ago.
I remember not feeling that great that day until we went to the pub for a couple pints. Then I felt fine. So that's when the
It
alcoholism
wasn't-
was like I like became a like necessity.
It wasn't a thing of I need to drink. I was just sick.
You were sick.
Yeah.
I got
was
a free
I
muffin
just
that
dealt
day.
with
Fever and
withdrawals every
stuff.
day.
Definitely didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we
But-
took such a far walk. We didn't even realize.
Yeah.
We were just walking.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You
You
don't realize
realize
you're
on the way
walking
back.
Then
And we're
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
man.
never
holy
ending.
shit. Yeah. I did my makeup on the ground, like where the ticket booth was. And like people were like lining up
Like
at the door.
the front door of the venue,
Yeah, the
because there's a window with
Yeah.
natural light coming in. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was one thing every single night at the venue. Even if we had like a green room, most of the time the lighting was shit. It was always like a dim lighting. Like sometimes they'd have like a nice mirror and I would like get lucky, but most of the time trying to find somewhere to do my makeup with natural lighting was absolute hell. The one time I did my makeup at the security booth, that was in Seattle, I'm pretty sure. Did it at the security booth.
Yep.
That time
Yep.
in New York, I did it on the ground in front of the ticket booth at the front door.
Yes, this is riveting hearing about
Well-
how the hardships of how you have to do
No,
your
like
makeup.
I just didn't think that was going to be that big of an issue as it was. And I was like, oh, okay.
That-
I figured it out.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a pain in the ass.
The,
So New York City sold out.
Sold out.
Sold
New York
out.
City.
New York City show.
Smallest stage on the tour.
Yes, by far.
It
By
was
far. Irving Plaza.
There's only one duck on that stage.
It was
Only-
a sad duck, a small,
Yeah,
small
one
very-
duck.
yeah.
sad
Glory
small
Hammer didn't
duck.
have a door to their
Green room.
green room. So,
No, it was just side stage.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
so
There
like
was a door.
when
No, there
we had to shower in that green room, we literally went in there and we had to walk outside up the stairs where everybody could see you in the audience in your towel or whatever, and then go back up to our green room.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
It was a packed
I didn't
house.
shower.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't shower that night.
No, I didn't shower that
No, you were
night.
Busy
I
that
didn't.
night.
Anyways, it's a great show. I had to get a little. I had to get a
What was that
little.
night?
Uh,
You got a fan
interesting. No, I'm talking about the goblin.
Okay, what's
I had
going
to
on with the
get
goblin
a
tonight?
little. I had to get into character and try to figure some stuff out for that show because it
You had to
wasn't
get
the standard.
creative.
Usually
Yeah.
you go up, you're on the riser, you come down, you go on the other riser, but there's no risers that night. So I just attacked every person in the band, but every time I tried to do it, had like a force field. I wasn't able to hit them with the hammer.
Right, yeah, the force field.
Yeah, I tried to hit Ben, and I was like, damn it. I really got into character that night. Like, really had to step it up. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Good job.
Giant beers. Giant beers. What are giant beers?
Who had giant beers?
They're so giant, I don't remember them.
Holy crap.
Giant
But that
beers.
night, you know,
All the beers we had in the green room were like 24 ounce, like
Oh,
big
yeah.
up boys.
They were
Dude,
big beers.
all
that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
of them,
that
yeah.
night, both Glory Hammer and the Storm ran out of merch. So for this night and the last night of the show, the tour,
We were moving merch.
we were the
Oh,
only
yeah.
band that had merch, so we were moving merch because
Yeah.
there was no other merch for them to buy. It was great. It worked out so well for us.
Yeah, it was awesome, and we thank all of you who bought merch. You guys
Yeah.
are sick. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Except for that one guy. I'm joking.
What- oh, that guy.
What, the
He's not
beer guy?
watching this.
No.
He's not.
What guy? I don't know what you're talking
The guy who
You're
tried to.
No,
Okay.
Krista.
Okay. Cut that.
So I think we all took turns getting some food and drinks that night. We ended up back on the Elstorm bus because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
needed a ride back to the RV.
And they're
and then
super
it was
nice.
perfect because
Yeah.
they were their trailer was being reattached to the bus in the parking lot that we slept in
Oh yeah, right around the corner from where we
And then
parked.
they
Perfect.
decided they're just gonna drive us to our parking lot, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But we drove through New York City on their bus.
Hang on. That night, you and Chris went on a detour.
We-
Not this Chris, but
we
Chris from
Christopher Bow.
Me and
Aylestorm.
Christopher Bowes went on quite the adventure.
On a quest.
On a quest.
for sandwiches.
You guys were so hammered. Oh my
Well,
god.
I wasn't even, okay, I wasn't
Chris
even that
was.
drunk.
Oh my god.
I
He
was
was
pretty
one-eyed drunk.
I
But
was
Chris,
drunk.
nobody wanted to go with him, and he just looked at me. He's like, "Do you want to come on an adventure for sandwiches?" And I was like,
The
"Yes."
best sandwich, apparently.
Sounds like a fun time. New York City, let's go. So we must have went like 3 kilometers on foot.
Yeah, we were watching
you
you.
guys, tracking you guys.
Yeah, like almost at the point of like in a sprint, we were walking so fast.
And we were
yeah.
just drinking on the bus.
Yeah.
It was
Just
great.
waiting for you guys to
Yeah.
get back, tracking you on like the Find My iPhone app. Like,
I remember the entire time we just had great conversation the entire way there and back. I
that's
don't
the
remember
best.
any of it.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't remember any of it.
Definitely
Doesn't remember
It was
hanging out
great.
with you.
he couldn't.
Remember? Oh yeah, dude.
He had
No,
one
he
eye
remembers.
open.
Come
He was
on.
one-eyed drunk, and
He
he
was
was
great.
like drooling.
The pirate.
He somehow made a tea, and I was like, "How are you making
didn't
that
spill
tea?"
that
And he
tea
didn't
either.
spill any of it,
Despite
even when we were
stumbling.
driving.
Yeah, driving and
Yeah.
stumbling.
Well, I mean,
did
you
not
know, they
smell a
had
drop.
the smoothest driver in the world.
Smoothest driver, driving
But
the smoothest
still,
bus.
man.
And Chris is
like-
a professional.
He's a
He
professional.
is.
professional.
He is. It's true.
But
It's
we,
true.
it was fun. That was a fun half-hour drive back to our RV.
Yeah, and then we just didn't drive anywhere.
No, we're like,
Nah,
we're gonna stop and sleep in that parking lot.
because we didn't have a long drive the next day.
It was
We
a
just
2-hour drive or something like that.
we
It
just
was
went to
great.
sleep.
Yeah, and then we woke up to that guy knocking on the window of the RV,
can't
and I
park
wake
here.
up. I like walk. I'm just like, what? He's like, you can't park here. I'm like, I paid for parking, and then he's like, yeah, but you're not allowed to park here. I'm like,
Well, we
but
did.
I'm like, well, I'm
We
parked here
already
right now,
did.
and he's like, you're gonna have to leave, and I'm like,
We're leaving.
all right, we're leaving. Just give me a second. Like, we're working on it. And then he like trying to take a picture of the license plate. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, just, you're not allowed to park here. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Take a picture. It's not our RV anyways. I don't give a
It's not
shit.
ours.
yeah.
What a guy.
Last
Oh my
show.
God. The last
Last
show.
show.
Silver
Dun,
Spring,
dun, dun.
Maryland.
This was
Last
losing
show
my
of the tour.
sobriety number 2.
We had tapas.
Yeah.
We got there. We had tapas.
Top
Yeah,
was at this
we
did.
amazing little brunch spot.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
was
So
really good.
good.
Delicious.
French
I remember
toast.
walking past it earlier and just smelling it. And I was like, oh, we got to go there.
And then we went and we bought these bubble guns
Yes.
Yeah.
because we wanted to do a tour prank. Last show, we gotta do something fun.
Yes.
And after we bought the bubble guns, I tried to walk back into the venue with some beer that we had in the RV from the previous nights.
Because I don't think they gave us any beer.
They didn't give us any
night.
beer that
They
night.
gave us
so
nothing.
I'm like, well, we have a fridge full of beer, and it's the last night, so we got to finish it. I don't want to cross the border with it. Like, I don't really care.
It doesn't matter, but
But yeah, let's get rid of these beers.
Yeah, let's get rid of it. And then I go to walk in the venue, and the guy's like, what do you have there? And I'm like, what?
What the fuck
Just
do you think we have here?
Beer, like. And he's like, did you buy this?
Oh, what county was it?
In the county of Montgomery.
Montgomery
Did you buy
County.
this in Montgomery County? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, did you buy this beer in Montgomery County? And I'm
Do
like,
you have a receipt?
I'm like, no. Like, he's like, do you have a receipt for these beers? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's
Yeah.
like, then you can't bring them into the venue. I'm like,
man.
are you kidding me?
we are so confused.
He's like, yeah, you can't bring them to the venue. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. And then I walk back to the RV, and then I go to the back way, go back into the venue through where
To,
the
like, the
stage
loading
is.
door, yeah.
to the loading door. But I'm like, I can't pass to the green room because I have to pass this fucking guy.
And then I tried to go past him, and he's like, hey, I thought I told you you're not allowed to bring beers in here. I was like, oh, my buddy just handed it off to me. Like, I don't...
'Cause I
like,
had
there's
clothes
just
in there,
stage
too.
clothes. And then he looks in, and then he, like, lifts it up and sees the beers. I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't even know they were in there, dude.
How did these get
You
here?
just said,
here?
can you bring my stage clothes downstairs? Like, yeah, there's nothing was getting past
But
him.
even-
Didn't he have a
got
metal
stuff
detector? This
past
He had a
guy?
metal
him.
detector too, but
How would you think you're gonna get through beers?
Even Gaz tried to get in, and he's like, "Did you buy that whiskey in Montgomery County?" He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
I got in with like half a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, Krista got in.
I was smart and I put it in what I did. I put it in like a teacup, like a to-go cup, and I put like a tea bag, like the end of it, like with the lids, and then got in so it looked like tea. And then got in with
Did
half
you buy
bottle
that tea in
whiskey.
Montgomery County?
It was from the green room, so I guess I did. I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
anyways,
it was a fun show.
but we ended up bringing the beers in later anyway.
The beers got
The
in.
beers got
It
brought
doesn't
in.
matter. The beers got in, and it was.
Don't
fun.
worry, the beers made it in.
Yeah.
We had beers.
We had
And
beers.
also, Fedge hooked us up.
Yeah, of
He
course.
did. You got us
Yeah.
half a case.
And some cacaws. That's how
he
it
gave us a
started.
cacao, and that's when the night went.
Picked up. It ramped up. Oh yeah.
He put the goblin costume on. Mm-hmm. First off, I went out during Glory Hammers at the end of their set, and I went out for that last photo. I
that's the
was
day-
in
That's a good
every
move.
single photo, stage photo that night.
That day is the day we did the family picture,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Elliot took my guitar, and because he's fucking left-handed, he was holding my guitar the wrong way. So then, I didn't think anything of it. But then we started playing, and then during the first song, I actually have footage of it. My wireless pack falls off my guitar strap, and like Elliot just happened to be there, and he like runs on stage and puts it, like fixes it. And then after the show, is like, "Do you think it fell off because I had it upside down for like
In his Harry
half an
Potter
hour?"
voice, he said this.
And I'm like, "Yeah, you motherfucker!" Like, I had so much struggle. It was the best show, but I had so many issues that night with
Also
my
lost-
wireless kept falling off and stuff.
Yeah.
Also lost your stage shirt
Yeah,
because
he
of
lost my
that.
stage. Bastard.
You guys are
Yeah.
losing stuff all over the place.
Yeah,
I
I'm
lost-
very surprised.
I lost
I didn't
two
lose
things.
anything that night.
Stage shirt, and I lost the power cable to the battery charger.
Yeah, I lost my cable.
Actually, that's not true because
you
I
guys lost the
almost
bubble
lost
guns.
my phone.
One bubble gun.
Two bubble
got
guns.
lost.
2 bubble guns. I don't know what
I don't
happened
know
to
where they
them.
are.
They're probably in that
So
parking
we only
lot,
have
I bet.
one?
We only
Yeah.
have one. We only have the pink one
And
now.
Honestly-
the two that we lost were the two that had the rechargeable batteries.
of course. Of course.
That's the worst part because those bubble guns, like throw
Whatever.
them out. It was,
Yeah, they got
had-
batteries in
They
them.
were
They-
bought for one use and
they
one
were
use
amazing,
only.
though.
That was it.
They were
But yeah,
amazing.
we
super sick.
eventually I get everyone in the RV. I'm sober. Others are overserved.
I was
As we drive
okay.
away.
Hang on,
we're-
we're skipping a lot.
Yeah,
we're
we're
skipping
Are we
a
skipping
lot.
that? All right.
We're
Fill in
skipping
the
a
Bubble
blanks.
gun part when we.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we went on stage during
What'd you do
Elso's
with the bubble
set
gun?
and we bubble gunned the whole stage.
Yeah,
it was great.
They
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
It was awesome. Then
good.
I took my shirt off and then I left the shirt on stage. Gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was kind of gross anyway, wasn't it?
Basically,
I watched it. That's my favorite Lost Cowboys drumstick shirt. I wore the entire tour.
Glory Hammer also gifted you a bottle of mead.
Yes.
They did, yes, as a
Yeah,
thank you
which
for
I
being the
chugged.
goblin.
Yeah, we drank a lot
Later
that
that night,
I
I
had a bunch of
remember
it,
being
too.
in the back room, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should chug the bottle." We were in like someone's
polished
green
my
room.
bottle
I
off?
did. Because everyone was like, chug it, chug it.
It was mine.
The whole green
Ours.
room, like of people,
It
was like,
literally mine.
well, I was
Don't
peer
even.
pressured. Everyone made me like chug the bottle.
I'm upset now.
That was like oh
We drank
God,
a lot that night in the parking lot
of
with all the crew because the bands left. It was just us and the crew just drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
it was
that was
whiskey,
And then we
tequila,
got into the RV.
mead.
Yeah, we get in the RV. Off we go. I drive away. I pull out of the driveway.
Sunset.
Someone's missing their phone.
Oh, okay.
What?
So
Who was?
me.
She lost
it
it
was
twice that
so
night.
it was in my back pocket, which I had to pee, and the venue was closed, and I don't know why I didn't go into
The bathroom
The-
on the RV.
in the RV bathroom, but I was wasted. So I tried to just like pee up against the RV, and then I figured out I couldn't because I couldn't fucking stand. So I guess my phone fell out of my back pocket when I tried to do that. And then I was like, oh man, like I don't have my phone as we're driving away. And then we see it in the middle of the parking lot. So we had to
lighting up because
yeah.
we're calling it.
Yeah.
Had to drive back around, pick up the
Silliness.
phone.
Yeah. So we drove back and got it.
Yeah.
And then where did we stop? I made you get chips for sure. I made you stop to
Probably
get
a gas
chips.
station.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just another gas station.
Yeah.
And you got yourself some Cool Ranch, I'm sure.
I did. I don't know why I chose that both times.
You don't like Cool
Because I
Ranch.
don't usually ever go for Cool Ranch. I was just
big
like,
old bag of Cool Ranch
I love
Doritos.
Yeah.
Cool Ranch.
Then we went to the Walmart parking lot, right? That's where we stopped for the night.
was
I
it?
couldn't even tell you.
Walmart.
I was very gone.
Yeah, it was a Walmart because
Chris
that was
can
like you're
tell
in and
you.
out of the RV
Yeah.
many times. So I mean, we're up top. I'm trying to sleep up here. Chris is eating Cool Ranch Doritos up here. You know, just one at a time. And the crunching in the back. Like for fuck's sakes, like I'm just so tired.
Me and Corey probably in the back just passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone else is
definitely.
passed out.
Yeah.
Chris was just eating chips. I don't know what you're trying to prove up there, but you're like, no, I'm gonna be sick, and so she jumps down, runs
The
out.
correct term was uh-oh.
She goes off. She's definitely thrown up outside by
In the
RV.
bushes, yeah.
Yeah, in the woods.
Classic.
The first time I made it to the bushes,
Did you? Okay, and then you came back up.
You start eating some more.
Continued eating chips. It's like, what are you doing? And then moments later,
Number 2.
you barely made it out that time.
I was walking and I projectile vomited all over.
Wasn't there a car parked right beside us?
I don't know.
I don't
Couldn't
know.
tell you,
There was
but
cars around. I'm sure there was.
I threw up so hard that night that I bursted the blood vessels in my eyes. It was so bad. And I was covered in bruises. I like came home and like people were just like, what happened to you? Like it was so bad. I was
Damn.
so hungover.
That's the
I
way
still
you end
continue
it.
to eat the fucking Doritos.
That's a great way to end it.
That's it. And
But,
that's the
uh,
end of the U.S. tour.
Actually, there's one thing that happened. You know, the RV, we didn't have any problems with the RV, which was great. It worked
Yeah.
out. We lost 2 hubcaps. I'm gonna assume in New Jersey that happened.
Yeah, most likely.
And you know, we were talking, we're like, you know, the RV's like is good, like no damage. And then the racks, the merch racks, just
forgot about
somehow detach from where they were, and they go right into the door,
The screen?
through the screen, into the door, dent the door. I'm glad the window didn't break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
a glass window, but it had like some kind of film or not like a tint, but a film
Yeah.
on. So it destroyed the screen, ripped open the glass, definitely scratched. Stress.
And then crossing the border, we get pulled over. Nothing happened, but you know.
They checked the whole RV.
Yeah, go
No,
through
I was glad we
everything.
got pulled
Wait,
over. It
you're
was a
in
good
the
bonding
States
moment.
for 26 days and you're in a different city every single day? Okay, we're gonna search this thing.
Yeah.
We don't know where you've been. Yeah.
Yeah, we had nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
Nice. Yeah, nice border agents though. Everything was great. 10 minutes, we were out of there. Heading home.
We did it.
Yeah.
We
survived.
enjoyed America.
Enjoy America.
Enjoy
did we ever.
America.
And then
Hey.
Europe. But that is
Yeah.
another.
That's
Time
another
for-
pod.
But
Story for another
2
time?
days and we're off to Europe.
That's right.
Yep.
So
I hope you guys enjoyed this
I enjoyed this.
yeah,
part,
Yeah.
3-part.
3-part series
Yeah.
of our American
A
adventure.
mini series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trilogy.
The trilogy. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
The American
Yes.
trilogy.
The American
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah.
The finale. Yep. Season finale.
Yep.
It was good. It was
Okay.
fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Remember,
we-
till
we-
next time.
We didn't murder each other.
No.
And
No.
you know what? Stay tuned for some more touring announcements.
Tour announcements.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Maybe more stuff in the US. I don't know.
We can
Keep your eye
enjoy
on-
America again.
Yeah.
We might be able to enjoy America again soon.
Part 2.
So,
There's
Maybe.
definitely more to enjoy.
yeah.
Possibly.
So keep your eyes on our socials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But up next, we got to talk about Europe.
Yep.
So
Yes, we do.
till next time. Bye.
Yeah.